Hello, everyone. Welcome to Taurus season. Welcome to this newsletter. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so very thrilled to be bringing a Taurian update for this wonderful Taurus season ahead to talk a little bit post-eclipse. This wonderful full moon that we are in right now, this Scorpionic full moon, and to also share a few exciting announcements. But before I share any of that, there's going to be a meditation as well. If you stay to the end, there'll be a meditation. That'll be really wonderful. But before I do all that, I just want to give a couple of little shout outs. I have live appointments available. Once again, I have a handful available for May. If it calls to you to book a soul contract acceleration appointment or a live channeled guidance, there are about 8 or 10 appointments left for the month of May. So go to my website and book now to avoid disappointment. I also have a in-person evening speaking event with the wonderful Jackie White. So if you are called to being in the audience of a directly channeled evening, we're going to be in Totton, which is near Southampton. So feel very welcome to join us on Monday, the 13th of May, if you are near anywhere, Bournemouth, Southampton, anywhere like that. You know, Poole, Wimborne, all very easy to get to Totton. So it'll be lovely to see you all that evening. One more very quick shout out as well for anyone looking towards the upcoming solstice. I will be speaking, channeling, bringing light codes through for a triple solstice galactivation with the wonderful Camilla Kumara and Anna Indras Larsen over in Stockholm, Sweden. So if that calls to you, it is a very exciting time for all of us to anchor in those codings. That's on the 18th and 19th of June. So I will see some of you then. I know a few of you have already booked your place, so that's very exciting. But for now, let's talk a little bit about Taurus season, that wonderful earth sign, bringing in the desires of the heart to take tangible form. And that's really what this space to me is about. It's where we get to really find joy in our humanness, in our physicality. And this is something that is really interesting because in the spiritual world, we sometimes can shy away from the pleasure of being human and everything that entails. But we must remember that we are here on a physical plane. The way that Earth is formed in this present moment, we are physical. And to align ourselves with the universe, the Earth that we wish to create, requires us to really welcome in and accept all aspects of our humanity, our humanness, all aspects of the human condition, in order to release the resistance and the wounding that we may have had from other things that have been blocking the way. Whenever we bring through channeling and channeled messages, the star beings are always talking about our electromagnetic field. They're always talking about releasing the trauma inside the body, releasing the resistance, because everything which you want to create, whether it's for you individually yourself, or whether it's for your family, for your friends, for the earth, whatever it is that you're looking to create, that you desire and want to create, it's already created. We're told this so often, but Taurus is a really fun season because it allows us to start to see the embodiments of it. Because the only thing stopping us from seeing in the physical reality, those creations, those things that we desire, is whether or not we have released and broken down the walls that we have put up, stopping it arrive. Because it's already there, non-physically. All of it is created already. Everything that you want, everything that is in highest good. And remember, if it's highest good for you, it's highest good for everyone in your life. We are invited with the Venusian influence of Taurus to beautify our physical experience, to really allow the pleasures of the sensuality, the sensual nature of humanness to be something that we rejoice in, to be something that we celebrate. And so there may be a few of us that are called to this very humble path, very minimalist path. And that's very noble in its own sense. But also, we've got to remember that usually, if we're called in that direction, it's because there is an overlay, an overlap of emotion that we've placed upon either an object or a collective set of objects. For example, abundance is always one that we interweave our emotion, our woundings, our feeling of abandonment or rejection. We interweave that with abundance. And so we block it from coming in. But really, it's so funny because we can never be in a lack mentality. That doesn't really exist. Because even when we are feeling like we have no abundance around us, the reality is that we are abundant in that thought. So you see, we're in this yes-based universe, and Taurus season can invite us to really understand what that means on a deeper level if we allow it. We also usually find that there is a delightful encouragement of recognizing not only your self-worth, but your value. And whenever we use words like that, it can be very externalized to kind of once again being overlaid or placed upon another and how someone else may see us. But we must also remember we're in a mirror-based universe. So if we want the mirror to see our value, we have to see it in ourselves first. Just like if you look into a mirror and you want the reflection of you to smile back, you have to smile to the mirror. Yeah. And so this Taurus season, we've just come out of eclipses. And it was very, very prominent, very poignant, a lot was rising up. There was so many solar flares, Schumann resonance going crazy. And it's all creating space. So now we've had the fire of Aries bubbling up and burning away some of the stuff that was in the way. Enter Taurus. Strong, solid, grounded, anchored, resilient, beautifying, but beautifying in a very earthly way. The pleasures of being physical. What can you taste? What can you smell? What can you touch and feel? What can you create? It's time to create. It's a really wonderful time because we go into Beltane as well, which is a wonderful time of union. It's a time of the masculine and the feminine coming together in sacred union before they plant their sacred seed of light and create that third energy that rises up through the summer. We're in that beautiful, poignant part of spring that really allows this fertility of creation. What are you creating? What are you seeding? Because whatever was seeded by your higher self, and you don't have to overthink this. Remember, whatever is conscious to us is only, 10% or less, really. So what that means is our higher mind has already planted the seeds. Our soul is just following the breadcrumbs. So there's no wrong way to go. And to phrase it in this way, it's also to remind us that it's safe to build roots. It's safe to put down roots. It's safe to reach out those branches and to connect. It's safe to be in love. Taurus reminds us of that. Taurus is very sensual. It's safe to be in love. And it's important in this world because love transcends all. And so how can you be in love with life? Taurus is going to invite you to do that if you allow it. Yes, there are, of course, shadow aspects of every sign of the zodiac. There are shadow aspects of everything on this planet. But if you want to be the light, you must have the shadows around. That's inevitable. There is no light without that. And so you get to choose what you focus on. You get to choose what you see. You get to choose whether you are feeling amused and awe-inspired by the beauty around you. And you get to choose if you want to create something with that radiance, with that inspiration, with that something that's going to take root and grow and become. This is where your desires are really seeded. This is the time of year for that. Yes, we'll be moving out of Mercury retrograde very soon, which will add a certain speed to things. And I'm sure most of you felt the exciting expansion of Jupiter and Uranus merging and connecting up in the sky. One of the things that birthed for me was ascension crystals of the One True Heart. Perhaps you've seen the Facebook page and the Instagram. There will be a website coming. That takes a little bit of time for me to create, but in the meantime, I was very guided to connect with, as I always have done, with crystals, and to be a channel for the crystals to find their homes. So Ascension Crystals of the One True Heart was birthed with the Atlantean collection. And so once again, in this Taurus season, it's a great season to get your hands physically on things, to help your pathway expedite in the physical sense. So I'm going to show you a couple of wonderful things that have birthed in this collection here, just to show you if you haven't seen yet. So the Atlantean collection was a set of crystals that called to me to come home, to my home, to be arranged in a certain way, especially over the eclipses and over some of the conjunctions that have been happening with some of the solar flares. Serapis Bey, Lady Isis, Thoth have all been attuning the crystals along with the Arcturians, the Seraphim. Some really beautiful, beautiful energies have been going into this grid of crystals, and now they are ready to find their light worker, because these are crystals that are here to help you serve, here to help you bring in what you need. They're attuned in many capacities. I'm just going to show you the first one being this incredible Libyan gold tektite. I don't know if you're familiar with tektites, but these very large pieces, AAA grade, the highest grade that you can get. I have 4 pieces, and these are incredible. These were favored in Atlantis, even though they've not been much spoken of. Tektite enhances your electromagnetic field to merge with your monad, to merge with your stellar gateway, to bring through the highest version of your monadic self. It works with the solar plexus, with the third eye, with the heart chakra. It's crystal gold, essentially. So these pieces are very, very powerful for anyone that is in service here. 4 pieces available. I have 4 of these wonderful amethyst ones. Once again, the highest grade. They've all got vogels and phantoms in them. They've got seraphic hues of rainbows within each. And once again, fantastic healing tool for any healers out there. I have 4 of these. These all made up the Atlantean collection. There are, of course, many, many other things, but I'm just going to show you quickly because I don't want to spend too much time in this video doing that. I want to get to the meditation that I'm here to offer you. But something I'm so excited about are these wonderful angel aura scarabs. I have 1 large available. Just look at the shimmer, look at the hue. Angel aura is when the clear quartz, or whatever the crystal is, has been merged with a metal. Usually it's titanium. These have been binded with platinum, one of the most pure metals out there, and silver. So they tune into the seraphim, they tune into the light of the suns. They hold the wisdom, the abundance, the ancient Egyptians and the Atlanteans knew scarab for great abundance and immortality. So that eternal life. And so it's a joy to show you that I have 12 of these small scarabs available. They will bring whomever is chosen and called to work with them immense luck and abundance and expansion. 3 medium and 1 large. And of course, what would an Atlantean collection be without crystal skulls? And I wonder if the light will pick this up, but within each of these crystal skulls, they all look different, of course. They're all very, very, very high grade, very high frequency. They all have rainbow hues within them, and they're all attuned by Serapis, Isis, and Thoth to hold the wisdom of whomever holds the crystal, the wisdom of your halls of Amenti, the wisdom of golden Atlantis, of Egyptian Atlantis, and of the stars. And each of the skulls chose a raw, natural citrine piece. Once again, the highest grade that I could find. They each chose a citrine to anchor in the codes of abundance. Because without, this is something that the Atlanteans knew so well, without the physical abundance around, abundance in physical form is the highest form of spirituality, because you have created a very clear channel between the higher mind and the embodied. And so the Atlanteans and the Egyptians and those golden eras were called the golden eras for a reason. And so these crystals are all here to help you reclaim what is yours on a wisdom level, embody it within yourselves, and also create in your physical reality, welcome in and attune to the 5D abundance codes. That is going to be a huge theme for this year, but especially right now in Taurus season. But for now, and of course, I will show you one more thing here. I do have 3, they're slightly smaller than this. This is a large one, but this is staying here. I have 3 slightly smaller Metatronic plates. Once again, angel aura. So it's the clearest quartz, AAA grade quartz. And they've been, once again, auratized by platinum and silver. So this is connecting causal chakra. It's connecting your earth star chakra, your base chakra, so that connecting the higher realms down through into the channel of the earth. So as above, so below. So that's what this aura energy is doing to these crystals, which is wonderful, really. It's really powerful, really beautiful. So the Metatronic plates attuned, of course, to Archangel Metatron. He came in and did a wonderful attunement. So they do connect with your stellar gateway and your earth star. You can see more, of course, on the Ascension Crystals of the One True Heart Facebook page and Instagram. But for now, I want to draw a few cards and then offer you a meditation. And may it be of service, may it be of highest light for you, to you, and may you receive it in the best way that you're meant to. But first, let's draw some cards. Let's see. Which ones are we working with? The Divine Masters are calling right now. And of course, the first card that comes out here is Metatron and Sandalphon. We speak of Metatron and boop, there they are. Divine connection, understanding lessons, sacred connection and synchronicity. Synchronicity is going to be full and abounding. They truly are. They're going to start to be more and more prevalent for each and every one. And yes, there will still be things that might need to release and revelations that need to come through in order to clear the way within you, within your physical body, so that you can shift and anchor the dimension, the frequency you are wanting to, you are meant to at this time. But it is all free will, it is all choice. If you can practice holding a frequency, and once again, these crystals will help you as well. But if you can practice holding a frequency, a genuine frequency of the dimension that you are in, that you want to see in your world around you, if you can do that, it will appear. It is law. So we have Kuan Yin coming in, reminding us to move forward with enlightened action, move forward through this time with compassion. Always choose compassion. There can be this shadow aspect in Taurus of this stubbornness and kind of wanting to barge straight through, and even sometimes being a little bit short or greedy. But choose compassion. If any of that arises, if it's noticeable within you, choose grace. Choose compassion. Because once again, if the world is a mirror, we have to choose what frequency that we want reflected back. The Lemurians were fantastic at this. Lemurians, from my recollection from lifetimes there, we were mainly non-physical, and we could choose to merge back into the physical realm for something. And it is Lemurian wisdom that's going to be coming in this month, particularly to help us remember how to merge from the non-physical into the physical world, what is necessary, what is needed. Sensitivity, intuition, psychic awareness. It's going to jump up, it's going to activate, heighten. And finally, we have, once again, another opportunity card, Paul the Venetian with that golden rose. That's the time that we are coming into. Hidden talents, opportunities to shine, it says. But really, this is about you seeing your shine, you seeing how radiant and iridescent you are. You seeing, you knowing your worth, you knowing your value, stopping all those times that you've blocked the things that are wanting to create coming in, removing those blocks. Stop putting yourself down. Stop erring on the side of caution and limiting yourself, allowing yourself to burst forth vibrant, clear. Archangel Michael and Faith are stepping forward here. Because when you realize your talents, when you realize your truth, your purity of heart, when you start to know it without doubt, no matter who may say whatever, well, you are protected then. You're protected beyond anything you can even realize. Breakthrough moments occur, and you are held in the arms of grace, of the divine, of love, of union, just like Archangel Michael and Faith here. It's a massive time this month for spiritual awakening. A lot of it could come from love, if you let it. Don't be afraid of it. For we all are, as Mary Magdalene says here. It's the last card from this deck that we'll draw today. You are the sacred vessel. You are the answer. Keep going towards your purpose. No one else can tell you what that is, and it's not an ABC or 1, 2, 3. It is simply a following the breadcrumbs that your higher self has dropped. Follow your heart. It's time. Oh gosh. Release the control that you feel that you need to have. Because it's when we try to control things, try to narrate things with our mind, overly narrate things, overly analyze things, we confine ourselves and we limit and stunt our own growth. So relax and trust. Talk less, feel more. Focus on the positive. Know your worth. This whole season is about you knowing your worth. Know it with your heart. Know it with all of who you are. So without further ado, I invite you. We're going to go into a little meditation here, just 10 minutes or so. So allow yourself to sit back, relax, close your eyes if you wish. If you wish to work with a crystal, by all means. Maybe you'll be doing this with one of these wonderful wisdom keepers at some point in the future. I wonder who they're for. But sit back and relax. And allow your breath to soften. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose. Feeling your heart light ignite. Feeling your inner fire ignite with love. And as you breathe out, relax, release, soften the shoulders, the jaw, the hips. And from the very center of your glowing heart, see it bright, white, incredible light shining forth. See every breath that you breathe enhance that light. Start to be aware. Start to be aware of a wonderful, deep, emerald green light, very earthy and emerald, forming at the base of your feet. Almost like the energy of Gaia in one of her highest forms is starting to crystallize under your feet and emanate forth. And at the very center of your glowing heart, you feel a golden emerald thread, like a lightning bolt, connect your heart light and the earth, connecting the two, creating an auric field full of abundance and joy. Something new is about to birth. And as this light from under your feet below is connecting with the light of your heart, you start to see above your crown, perhaps silver and blue light, energy spiral and start to spiral on down. And once again, like a lightning bolt, connecting this light above your head with the glowing light of your radiant heart. You take a deep breath. And the light between your crown, above your crown and your heart starts to grow. And the light between your heart and your feet below, they also start to grow. Until you find yourself surrounded in a column of green and gold, blue and silver, white light, swirling like a spiral around you, within you, through you. Upon your next breath, this light starts to settle and still as you realize that you are in a very clear energetic space, connected above and below, almost like a void space where there feels to be only light, only the now. Stepping forth in front of you, a man with short hair and a golden rose, who appeared before in this video, Paul the Venetian, steps forth. You see him in wonderful, long robes, his compassionate heart and his wisdom steps forth, and you feel his certainty. You feel his creational ability. You feel his knowing. And it connects with all of your chakras, with all of your being. Not just your heart, but your root, solar plexus, throat and crown, sacral, third eye. You feel every chakra within you realign. And Paul the Venetian, he says unto you, this is a time of great creation, of solidifying your pathway, of bringing through and birthing from you that which your soul has been destined to birth, with guidance and connection from your monadic self, your higher self, your council of light. I'm here to remind you that it is just and that it is right, that you should have the support that you need on this planet, and you can create it to be so. But first, we remind you to let go. You must let go of the beliefs and the thoughts that limit you so, for they do not serve you, they do not serve humanity. To have with ease does not make you arrogant, not at all. For when you have with an open heart, you can help the world be fed. You can help the world be in love. You are the mirror, and the world is your reflection. And you get to smile and beam and rejoice in the most sacred of creations. As you remember this, as you open up to this, Paul the Venetian, he places his hand upon your heart and he looks you square in the eyes. Blue and emerald and golden light flickers around and through him into you. And he says to you, through my hand and into your heart, with permission from your highest self, I seed nourishment for your seed of your soul to grow and become and to expand even more. And that seed of light that birthed within you from day one of your incarnation here on earth, I surround it now in this timeless space with the most nourishing light so that it may take root more so than ever before. And as you take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, you start to feel from the very base of your root, almost like beams of light anchoring down like threads and cords, weaving in gold and silver, all different varieties of colors, starting to move down and weave through your legs, through your feet, going down into the earth plane, growing big, vast roots, solid, wide. You're growing your roots first. That is a wise thing to do, Paul the Venetian says to you. Make sure that they spread far and wide, for when the winds of change come, you are maybe swaying, but you stay grounded and anchored. And the deeper those roots go, the more wide and versatile they spread, the more communication and connection you'll feel. Grounded always, in peace, connected, able to receive and to drink up the energy that is needed and when it is needed, earthing you, grounding you, becoming you, nourishing you. And so you continue to watch your light go into the earth and spread far and wide. And you see that a wide trunk, a wide base started to grow around your feet, your ankles, your legs. And as that wide base, that wide trunk starts to grow, you feel strong, sturdy, solid energy moving through you, giving you stability, versatility, structure and strength. Filled with elixir, the earth's elixir, rising up into your base. And when that energy connects with your base, like nectar, resin within a tree, you feel your sacral chakra start to ignite with the seeds of love, the seeds of creation, the seeds of your soul's emanation. And as that light continues to rise up your body, rising into your core, your navel solar plexus, you feel the seeds of your sacral rise up through, fertilizing and nourishing every aspect of you, your bones, your organs, your physical form, every cell on a microcosmic level, providing the most wonderful, hospitable structure for your true higher self wisdom to belong. And so, like a strong tree growing in the forest, that which many animals would come to for wisdom, shelter, love, and fun, you realize that you are the home of all of that. As this tree trunk rises and grows, this light becomes. And as the light reaches your heart, you feel a million branches just emanating forth, all coming from the very center of your glowing heart, nourished and connected into the earth still from the light. These branches, they reach far and wide, energetic as such, but each a different talent, a different skill, a different stream of wisdom, different lifetimes perhaps, different desires, different fancies, and different funds. And each of these branches start to grow leaves which flutter and play with the air as the breeze moves through. And some branches even bearing fruit. And as you breathe in and as you breathe out, and Paul the Venetian still encouraging this light to rise up you, you wonder perhaps the relevance of the visual of the tree, and through your throat, through your brow, and out through your crown, all these leaves, these branches, these strands, they flow. And Paul the Venetian says to you, look at you, maturing, becoming. Once you were an acorn, once you were a little seed. But when unencumbered, the light, it rose and it became the most vibrant tree. A place that animals would call home, part of a symbiotic ecosystem, synergy and synchronicity. Playful yet strong, reaching up to the skies and the stars and the sunlight, yet staying anchored and connected, balanced above and below. This season, you remember your strength, your vigor, your earthliness. For it's only those on earth who remember that they are also created of this planet, that the wisdom of the stars, of Source, can come and within you inhabit. It is a balance, it is a gift, it is a blessing of every kind. Remember always the grace of nature. For it is the trees that make up the forest. And if every human, every being reminded themselves of the aspect of the tree within them, they would realize that within another they see that same strength and beauty and peace. It is only many trees that come together to be a forest, and it is the forest that you go to for rest. So Paul the Venetian, he says to you, remember your peace. Remember your connection. Remember your wisdom. Remember your truth. And allow yourself to nourish those strong and vibrant roots. And everything else will grow from there on out. You do not need to know how. You simply must continue to allow the flow of energy to become manifest, to become, and the branches they will spread, the leaves they will dance, and the fruit they will bear. It is time for you to physically allow your reality to birth now. Paul the Venetian, he kisses you on the cheek as he steps back into the light. And as he does so, you realize that you are left with the strength of 1,000 trees, the strength of source, but the groundedness, stability, and the structure of the earth. The trees never worry about what the weather will be, what tomorrow will bring. They continue to grow tall, stable and strong. A home for everyone and everything. Have a wonderful Taurus season, and I look forward to connecting with whomever is called. I'll see some of you on the 13th of May in person, some of you in live appointments or video recordings. And I look forward to seeing if any of these crystals are calling to you as they seek their light worker to help them in their spiritual service. So much love to you. Bye for now.